Pin them deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for space. It's Raymond. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Black. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Oh, he makes a catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Makes the catch. It's Hopkins. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Throwing, Williams. Finds his man, it's Carr. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Williams finds his man. It's Washington. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Washington! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Offense working from the pistol. On the move, it's Raymond. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Grabbed in the middle. It's Duff. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Looking for space to the left. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
4th down, Simmons. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down. Defense gets the football back.
And the D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. Man, the worst thing you can do on 4th down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and the defense gets the sack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams to throw. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Williams will pass. Makes the grab on the left. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Fires quickly. Hard running there. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Huskies.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass.
Number 95, set to kick off.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The run inside. It's Raymond. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He might want another play. Simmons to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Simmons. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
This time on target. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Williams makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Rutgers head coach at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you. Appreciate that, Holly. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He wants to change this route. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. And that's incomplete, a defender. Over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing Simmons. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to that outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Fourth down, Simmons. Takes a hit as he fires. Trying to barrel in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's Simmons to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
24, Rutgers, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Give to Washington again. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing, Williams. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Williams will pass. He wants to go deep. He's got it up to 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And he got away from the D. They had no shot at catching it. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot.
Snags it, and he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quick release by the QB. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and goal. Simmons, under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Here's a heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams. Snagged in the middle. It's Lawson. And the that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Williams looking for a man. A strike downfield. Breaks free. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Raymond. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Duff. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw at Simmons. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find.
And the quarterback will be slung down.
On
43.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Picks up the 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's Simmons to throw. Here's the pressure. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Going for the big play. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Makes the grab. Guided out of bounds and the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. Again, it's Simmons. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Here's a give to Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Williams to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The give and tick, 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 tick. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Williams makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. A little release to the back.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
Under pressure, and down he goes. .33.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Simmons. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. To the air, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Black. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, State University of New Jersey!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses.